So yesterday we discussed about how to create a class. That is one point we discussed. The next one is like if you have a class, how we can retrieve the members from the class. That one also we discussed or not? Yes or no? So can anyone tell me what is class in Python? This is not only for Python. The definition is like common for any programming language. So what is class? My class is a collection of
Variables
variables and methods, I
and
can say.
methods.
Class is a collection of variables and methods. For example, if you have a class, what we can do with that class? Is there any use? If you have a class, you written a class. With that class, what you can do? You have a only class. With that class, what you can do? If you have a class is nothing but just you have a plan. Okay, that is not yet executed. So you have a plan. That's it. Okay, for example, if you want to construct one home, that's it. Okay, you didn't construct. So when it is ready to use, whenever you construct, that means that particular object is available, then only we can use it or not. So if you created a class, there is no use. Okay, just you have a thought, you have a plan. When you can get the services from the class, when you can get the services from the class, whenever you create an object for a particular class or not. Yes or no? Whenever you create an object for that particular class, then we can get the services from the class or not. Services is nothing but whatever you have in the class, whatever you mentioned in the class, they are ready to use it or not. For example, I have a class is like a home. Okay, inside that, okay, there has one of the method called as a use bedrooms. For example, that bedroom use bedrooms, when you can get the services from, whenever you have a home, you construct some bedrooms, then only we can use it or not. So class is nothing but a collection of variables and methods. It's like a plan. Okay, it's a thought. When you can get the services from the class means you have to create an object for that particular class or not. Whenever you create an object, you can think like physically object is nothing but one particle. Okay, physically that particular, okay, one whatever it is, that is available physically. Whenever physically available, you can use it or not. Yes or no? So whenever the object is available, you can use the members of a class or not. Yes or no? You can use the members of a class. Clear? Okay, what is class and what is object? Again, I'm telling this is not only this definition, not only for Python, it is for any programming language or not. Okay, up to you. Okay.
Recording in
You said like my class is a collection of variables and methods. That's okay, fine. That's okay, fine. Now the question is, we have one method. Yesterday we discussed it, right? We have one method called as underscore in underscore underscore double underscore init underscore underscore. Can anyone talk about this function? This method. What is the difference between function and method? Just I told like function. You want me to call like a function, or you want me to go with the method name? Come on. Function and method difference is what? Yesterday we discussed. Functions directly with the name we can call it, but methods we can call by using object reference. Methods we can call by using object reference. GetMox is what? Function or method? GetMox is what? Function or method? See, you call this one using some object reference, so that my GetMox is a method. Inside which class? Inside which class? Inside which class? My GetMox is a method. Inside which class? Say
student.
this, student class. So we can say it is an object of which class? Say std object is an object of student class. So that, yes. Yes or no? Agree with me? Okay. Now my question is, write a class Write an arithmetic class to perform arithmetic operations. Write an arithmetic class to perform arithmetic operations. Okay, can anyone? How we can write? Write an arithmetic class to perform arithmetic operations. Let's go. Write it. Class. Tell me. What is my class name? Arithmetic. Done? Yes. To perform arithmetic operations means sum more, subtraction, division, modulation. Okay, like that. Something like. Tell me. What do you have to do? Come on. What is our next level step? Hmm? What is our next level step? Tell me. Hmm? Variables, right? One is like 10, the other one is like 20, for example. Okay, na? Don't think more. Okay, basics only can focus. Okay, I want to find the sum of two numbers, right? Three numbers, right? Four numbers, right? Minimum two numbers you can take to perform the arithmetic operation. First of all, at least two numbers required or not. Okay, done. The next one. The next one. Tell me. I want to find the sum. That is my functionality. What you can do? Hmm? I like this asset. Okay. Arithmetic operations of 10 and 20 values. Hard coded values only. So you created n1 10, n2 20. What is my next level step? Anyone guess? Hmm? What is our next level step? Are you able to hear me?
Yes, sir.
What is the next level step?
Hmm.
You have to find the sum, right? N1 plus n2. If you want to find the sum, that is a functionality. If you want to write the functionality, where you can write inside one function. In the class, if you write the function, that is called as what? Method. So can I write one method? Df. Tell me. Hmm? Here you have to do some arithmetic operation, find sum. We'll do that. The next one is what? Hmm. Sub print sub. It is a valid or not. It is a valid syntax or not. Okay, no problem. We'll see that one later. First of all, can I run it? Nope, 100% valid. Okay, why I said like 100% valid? It's a basic top level hierarchy, okay, top level syntax. Class keyword, class name, okay, right, class members, variables and methods. Okay, variable definition, like okay, variable name and value. Method definition, def, method name and method body. Def, method name and method body. Arguments your wish, may pass, may not pass. Arguments are like an optional. Okay, done. But sometimes arguments list should match. Okay, but syntactically it's okay or not? Syntactically it's 100% correct or not? Okay, done. What is the next step? I want to get the service. You have a class, there is no use. Class is nothing but you have a thought, that's it. I want to get the services from the class. Then what is required? I want to get the services from the class. Then what is required?
Create an object.
You have to create an object. How you can create an object in Python? How you can get the object? How you can create an object?
Call it.
Hmm? Call it. You want me to call it? Yeah, call it. The class, if you call like this, it returns me what? It returns me what? Arithmetic class object or not? Yes or no? Yes. Arithmetic class object. Now, once you have an object, you can access the members. Yes or no? Once you have a class, you can access the members or not. Okay, or not. Okay, so which member you want me to access? Actual. I want to find the sum. I want to find the subtraction. Okay, this right. I want to find the sum. How we can find the sum? How we can find the sum? Come on, arithmetic. Obj. If you want to call one method which is inside the class, how we can call it? A method inside the class, which is inside the class, how we can call it? Using an object or not. Once you have an object, by using which operator? By using dot notation, we can call the method called sum. Now can I call it? Now what is the answer? Now what is the answer?
Missing one positional argument.
Missing one positional argument, right? Okay, now if I click on this one, you can get like this. Why? Whenever you call a class method, okay, that means the method which is inside the class by using an object. By using an object, whenever you call a method, okay, in Python people call that particular method by passing one parameter or one argument. What is that argument? What is that argument? Tell me, what is that argument? My Python people passed one argument. What is that argument? My class object, right? Whatever you created an object, that object only he passed as an argument or not. Okay, this is physically okay, not visible for us. Okay, internally, whenever you call a class method using an object, Python people pass one default argument. That argument is what? Your class object only or not. So they pass it like this. You can say this is the one. Whenever you call a method or a function by passing one argument means you have to hold that argument or not. If you not hold, you can get there is what? At the dot sum, take 0 positional arguments, but 1 was given. Yes or no? At the dot sum, take how many arguments? See this. How many arguments do you have? 0. But how many you given to my at the dot sum? 1 given. So that gives me an error. So what you have to do? What change you required? One is like you can remove here, but you are not the person to add it, right? Who pass the current object? Who pass the current object as an argument to my method call? You are Python people. You didn't pass. Python people passed. So Python people passed means you are not the person to change it. Yeah, they are passing. They are giving you one value means you are the person to hold that value or not. How you can hold that value? You are the person to hold that value. How we can hold that value? Come on. One argument or not. Any name you can put it. So this particular argument hold whatever the argument value, whatever the value given by the Python people or not. You know, right? What value they given? Can anyone guess? What value they given? Okay, if you don't know, no problem. Just you can hold with one reference. Just you can print that reference. Whenever you print that reference, sum is my text. What is my A? What is my A? What is my A? My A is arithmetic object or not. See this address, whatever you created. Okay, that address only you can see here or not 18DF394 like that. Yes or no? So that I conclude one point. Okay, just listen. In Python, while calling a method by using an object, Python people pass one argument. Okay, that argument is like what? Your current class object or not. So Python people passed one argument. That the reason you have to hold that argument or not. Okay, with any name, no problem at all. That argument type I know that is like current class object. Can anyone tell me? You can put like A, B, C, D, E, F like that, no problem at all. Naming convention, give me the name, proper name. Current class object. What is my current class? Arithmetic. Okay, so the current class object, most of the times other programming languages, what you know, Java, .NET, Okay, the JavaScript. Most of the times we are going to use like this current class object reference. But here in Python, most of the times people are using like what? What is the name? This means okay, current class object. In Python, most of the times people are using like what? Which name? Self. Self. Okay. Don't okay, use any other name. Naming convention wise, use self. If you write like a also, it is working, no problem at all. There is no problem at all. A also it is working. Why? Because arguments names can be anything. Those are the references. Those are like holding the values. Those are like holding the values, but not okay, value. Just it's a reference. That's it. Okay, here A is a reference of what? Arithmetic class object. Instead of A, B, C, D, give a proper name. Self. Self is a reference of which class? Arithmetic class object. Agreed, everyone? Come on. Up to here, okay or not? Hmm? Any questions? Okay then. But our goal is what? I want to find the sum, right? So what you have to write in the print? What you have to write in the print?
N1 plus N2.
N1 plus N. Perfect. Okay. Can you run this? Hmm? Now come here. Can I run this one also? Yes, object created. Now can I call it? Now what happened? I read that error message. What was the issue? Tell me. General issue. If you see this error message, what it means? Tell me, tell me.
Function.
Function.
Insert
By
function.
seeing, just don't think about any other OOP stuff, nothing. If you see this error, okay, in your mind, what do you think about this?
And one is not.
What do you think?
N1 is not different.
N1 is not different. Why? When you can get this kind of errors? This kind of error, not defined error came means what it be? The reason.
The value is not there.
Yeah, in that particular area, okay, where you are looking for N1, in that particular scope, N1 is not there. Yes or no? So here in this particular area, okay, N1 is not there. That the reason it is error. N1 is not different. Like that you can understand. But you can say, okay, N1 is there now. In the class N1 is there. I am using inside the class only. Then why this error is the yes, no. Yes or no? Okay, I already told you. My class contains what? Variables. Come on. My class contains what? Variables and methods. If you want to access the methods or variables, is nothing but if you want to access a class members or if you want to get the services from the class members, what is required? Tell me, what is required? If you want to access the class members, how we can access the class members?
Reference of that object plus.
Object is required or not. So class members always, this is the thumb rule. Class members you can access using object only. Directly we are not able to access. This is the thumb rule for any programming language. Understood? Class members, can we repeat? Class members can access with object only. That outside the object, inside the object, it is not a matter. Outside the class, inside the class, it's not a matter. See, sum, it's a class member or not? Tell me first. Sum is a class member or not? Class member means either variable or method. Sum is a class member or not? Yes. You can access by using what? Object. By using object. So inside the class or outside the class? Line number 21, inside the class you written or outside the class?
Outside.
Outside the class or not? So either it is inside the class, either it is outside the class. If you want to access the class members, That is possible using object. Okay, there has another one also there. Okay, for now, stick with this statement. In future, we can add some more points to the statement. Okay, now either inside the class or outside the class, if you want to access the class members, that is object. Only object is by using object only we can do it. So what you did with object directly you did. Come on. This is my N1. This is my N2. Both are like class members. You access using an object or without an object. You access
Without
without an object. The thumb rule, okay, is a what? Any class member, if you want to access inside the class or outside the class, that is possible using an object. But you break this thumb rule or not? Yes or no? So what you needed? Come on. What you needed? To access that one, what is required for you? Object. Where is that object? In the sum object is there or not there? In this area, my arithmetic object there or not there? Hmm? Come on.
not there.
Not there. What is this self?
Yes, okay.
Hmm? What is
Yes,
this
sir.
self? Current class object or not? Object is there or not there?
There.
There. If it is there, what you can do?
Self
We can do self dot n1 and self dot n2 or not. Now, can I run this? Now, can you come here? Can I click on this one? Now you can get the answer is like what? 30 or not? Agreed everyone? Go on.
So
Okay. Okay then. Now, okay, you have to tell fast. Okay, come on. What is the error? What is the error?
takes 0 parameters, but 1 was given.
One was given. Perfect. One was given. Okay. Who given that parameter?
Python.
Python people. What is the parameter value? You can hold it. What is this value? Which value he passed? So which value he passed? Python people passed which value? Current class object, right? Current class object or not? So my A is what? My A is a arithmetic class object or not? You want me to go with A or you can give you want me to give like a proper name?
Proper name.
What is the name? Naming convention wise. If it is like a current class object, what is the name? Self only, right? Self only or not? Yes or no? Now it is like 100% valid. Okay, there is no problem at all. Now it is like 100% valid or not? Yes or no? Now I want to find the subtraction. Tell me.
Self dot n1 minus self dot
What?
n2.
Okay, what is the error now? What is error? Exact
N1
error tell
not
me.
defined.
N1 is not defined. Perfect. Okay. Now what exactly the error was? What exactly the N2 is
N2
not defined. N2 is not defined. Now can I write like this? Yes or no? Okay, what is the thumb rule? If you want to access the members of a class, inside the class or outside the class, we can access the members of a class using an object or not using an object. Okay, by using class name also we can do it. That is next level discussion. For now, stick with this. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Perfect. Up to okay, everyone. Up to okay, everyone. Come on, tell me. Okay, then. Now, slide change. Listen my question. Now, this particular class always gives me the sum is what? 30. Subtraction is like what? Minus 10 or not? How many people want to, okay, how many people want to access this sum and sub? Always they will get like 30 minus 10 only or not. There is no change at all. Yes, no. But my requirement is what, Okay, one person requires sum of 1 2 numbers. one person requires sum of, okay, 20, 30. One person requires sum of, okay, 200 and 300. If it is only the requirement, what change is required? Different ways tell. What change is required? In the sum of 1, 2, one person. Another person in the sum of 10, 20, like that. Like that. Tell me. Two values. Can be any values. Come on. Different ways we can.
N1 equals to input enter actually.
Okay. Input is the method dynamically you can ask the question. Okay, that means dynamically you can ask the values. Okay, but here input will not work. Okay, come on, let's go. Class think as a class. Arithmetic 2. Next. N1, N2, you want me to hard code or not? As per my requirement. Hard code or not? First question. Tell me. N1, N2, you want me to hard code or not?
Not.
It should be done. Okay, we should not. Okay, different ways we can do it. So that I didn't use. Okay, leave it. Next. But functionality still exists. Okay, what is my functionality? My functionality. Sum. The next one is what? Subtraction. Yes or no? Now go onwards. If you write any method in the class, okay, directly like this. Okay, if you write the method in the class, this method is called by passing how many parameters? This method called by object. Whenever you call this method by using an object, how many parameters you have to pass? One parameter, that is the current class object or not. Agreed? Yes or no? Okay, done. Now, up to here, syntactically 100% valid. So, can I write my class object? Yes. Now, I can call my sum and the sub. Done. Okay, now, the next one is what? Yes, no. I want to find the sum of two numbers 1, 2, 10, 20, 30, 40, like that. What change is required? No one knows.
Sum
This
of
is
10, 2.
this is okay. This is one method, right? Okay, that is inside the class, so that method. Outside the class, it's a function. While calling, can I pass some dynamic values? Possibility there or not there? Possibility there or not there? Tell me. Yes or no? So that I pass like two values. It gives me an error. Why? It is expected only. So you passed how many? You passed how many? 2. Python passed how many? To my class method, Python passed how many? 1. Total how many? 1 plus 2, 3. So how many you given? How many you given? 3 given. How many you hold here? How many you hold here? Only 1. So that how many more you want me to hold? 2 more, right? 2 more or not? Okay. Now can I find the sum? Tell me. What? How we can find the sum? Self dot n1 plus self dot n. Self dot n1 and self dot n. Yes or no? Agreed? All are agreed with my statement?
We get an error.
What is that error?
Self dot n1 is
What is that error? Anyone guess?
Self.n1 is none.
Self dot
n1 is not defined.
None value.
self dot n1 is not defined. Okay,
None value.
none value. Okay, now say this. Arithmetic object, arithmetic 2 object. Here, arithmetic 2 is what? Class. Class object is what? Class object is what? Tell me. Class object is what? Here, this class object is what? Come on, think.
Self.
Self. Okay, in that class object contains class members. How many class members are there? Class members 2. What are those? Sum, sub. N1, N2 there or not there in the class?
Not
As
there.
a class member, N1, N2 there or not there? Not there. That the reason arithmetic 2 object is nothing but class object. Okay, self has no attribute N1 or not. Yes or no? In this particular class, N1 is not there. As a class object, N1 is there, but N1 is what? As a argument. It's not a class, right? It is not a class member, right? Here N1 is a argument of my sum. It is not a class member or not. But you are trying to access like what? You are trying to access my N1 as a class member, as an argument. You are
Class.
trying to access as a class member. That the reason arithmetic 2 object has no attribute. Understood? Agreed? Not defined errors, when you can get, okay, not defined errors. If you write like this, can anyone guess what is the error? What is the error?
Self is not.
That means what? See, first self is there, na? This self there or not there. After that, whatever the statement is not a matter. Here self there or not there, tell me. Here self there or not there in this particular method. You used the self, but it is not defined, right? But self is not there. That's the reason self is not defined error. You can get it. Second one, whatever it may be, it's not. Okay, first member, if it is there or not there. Not there means not defined. You can get it. Okay, now self is there or not there? Now self is there or not there? Come on, self is there or not there? Tell me. We think more. Self is there or not there? Straight question. Self is there. Okay, if self is there, then it is not gives me is not defined. Next level operation is what? It is looking for N1. No? In the self N1 there or not there? Not there. That's the reason you can get the error is like what? Okay, has no attribute N1. Agreed. Okay, now. Okay, then what change is required? These are not a class members. That the reason, simple reason. Okay, if it is not a class member, no need to call using class object, right? Class members we can access using an object. If it is not a class member, why I need to use an object? Can I delete that? Can I remove that? Now if you come to this, now you can see the output is this one or not. Now the obj1 dot sum equals to 1 comma 2. Okay, the next one. Okay, what happened? Arithmetic sub not there, right? Okay, not yet implemented. Now can I remove this one? Now the answer is like 3. Okay or not? Agreed? By seeing the error message, you have to analyze. Okay, then now valid or invalid? Valid or invalid? What is the output? Valid or invalid? What is the output?
Sub valid.
100% valid. Why? Very simple reason. I'm calling a class method by using an object. Yes, valid statement. While calling a class method using an object, Python passed one argument. Yes. Python passed one argument. That guy hold that argument or not? Yes. What is that argument? Class object. That is not a matter for me. This is holded or not holded. Okay, so obj1 is not defined. Obj not defined. Obj na obj1. My object name is like obj or obj1. Okay, done. The next one is what? If I pass like same story. 10, 20. Okay, next. 10 comma a comma b. Okay, now here a minus b. A minus b. Now it is going to work or not? Okay then. Now here the thing is the second value for the sub always 20 only. The second value for the sub is nothing but this one. Always what? The second value, okay, for my sub always 20. Then that time what you can do?
Default argument.
Yeah, you can set a default argument. Can I set? Will it work or not work? What is my default argument? I said 20. Okay, if I remove this one, okay, will it work or not work? Will it work or not work? Come on, will it work or not work? Will it work or not work? Anyone?
Default argument.
This particular statement is valid or invalid? Default argument? Default argument 20. I added as you said. Now if you come here, okay, the answer should be like what? Okay, now if I write like this, valid or invalid?
Valid.
100% valid. When my default argument come into the picture, if you not pass, then only my default argument, it is going to, okay, pass the default value. If you pass the value, then the time it is not take the default argument, it's take what the actual what you pass that particular value it's going to take or not. Yes or no? Agreed everyone? Valid or invalid? First of all, it is syntactically valid or invalid. If it is like valid, which kind of parameter this is? Which kind of argument this is?
Key value.
There has 3 types, 4 types, 5 types we discussed, I guess. One is like positional arguments. Another one is like keyword arguments. Another one is like default arguments. Another one is like variable length argument. Another one is like keyword variable length argument. 5 types we discussed or not. This is come under what? While calling a method, if you pass like with some keys, this is come under keyword arguments or not. If you pass like this, okay, what happened? You set the value for the B. What is my B value? Come on, what is the B value? 20. Again, you are sending the value for what? Again, you are sending the value for what? B only. So you are sending the value for B 2 times. That's okay. You can pass it. But you missed what? A value or not. That's the reason missing one required positional argument A or not. Yes or no? Missing one required positional argument A or not. Okay. Now, if I write like this, valid or invalid?
Valid.
If I write like this, valid or invalid? 100% valid or not? Okay, if it is like keyword arguments, order matters or not? If it is like a keyword arguments, order matters or not?
No.
No. Okay, you can pass how you want. Agreed? Up to okay, everyone? Any questions? Anyone have any questions so far? No? Okay then. Now come to the next level. Okay, this is one way. Okay, you can find the sum, okay, of 10, 20, 30, 40, like that. This is one way. That's okay, fine. Okay, I'm agree. Okay, this is one way you can achieve your requirement. That's okay, fine. But here, obj1, how many objects you create? Obj1. Okay, only one object only created or not? Okay, my question is, can I create more than one object for the class? Straight question.
Yes, we can create.
Tell me, can I create more than one object for the class? Yes, you can create, no problem at all. Okay, for example, this is my class. Okay, can I create one object? Can I create one more object? Can I create one more object? Okay, what do you think about this? I have a class for bus that can applicable any number of buses, right? Okay, bus 1, bus 2, bus 3. Yes or no? Possibility there or not there? Yes or no? Okay. So here, for example, this is my bus only. You can think. How many buses physically available now by seeing this one? How many buses physically available to you? How many buses physically available to you?
3.
3 buses or not? That means from these 3 buses, you can get the services or not. Yes or no? Okay. Now, OBJ1 is this one. OBJ2 is this one, second bus. And OBJ3 is like a third bus. Now, observe here. All are pointing to the same location. Okay. Same particular, different. Observe here. The address. Come on. All are pointing to the same bus or different locations? Different locations or not? Observe here. Different locations or not? So the point is, for a single class, you can create any number of objects or not. If you take class is like a bus, that can be represent any bus, right? That can be represent any bus or not. In this case, we have 3 buses. Yes, no problem at all. You can create a, okay, object. Any number of objects you can create a class. You can create any number of objects to one class. Okay or not? Up to you. Okay? Okay then. Now, slide change I'm going to do, okay? Na? If I execute the first 77 statement, valid or invalid, what is the output?
Invalid.
Invalid. What is the exact error message?
Positional argument missing.
Positional argument missing. Perfect. That is the basic thing, right? Okay. Any method you call, any method you or Python called, okay, they are going to pass like one parameter, that is like a current object, one argument. So in this case, this init, am I called init? Am I called init? Anywhere did you find? See, sum I called, sub I called. Am I called init here? But init executed, right? When executed? At the time of creating an object or not? At the time of creating an object executed in the class, that method terminology wise what I can say? That method terminology wise what I can say?
Constructor.
Constructor or not? Terminology wise what I can say? Constructor or not? Understood? Okay then. Now the thing is here, why I'm going to create three objects means very simple. I have a bus. Initial days, what I said, my bus front wheels to back wheels 4, I said. For example, okay, in my bus, there has, okay, 6 back wheels are there. Think like that. Possibility there or not there? Possibility there or not there? Tell me. Possibility there or not there? So, if you hard coded the front wheels and back wheels, okay, 2, 4, then what happened? Okay, that is only for one bus satisfied. But here the thing is, I have 3 buses. Some buses like back wheels 4, some buses back wheels 2 only, some buses back wheels 4 or 6. Possibility there or not? Tell. Come on. Simple question. Okay, if I hard code like this, all the buses has front wheels to back wheels 4. Yes, no. Come on. But here in my case, what happened? Okay, this bus, okay, first bus has front wheels to back wheels 4. Satisfied. Okay. But this bus, what happened? Front wheels 2 only, back wheels also 2 only. But this bus, front wheels to back wheels 4. In that case, if you hard code this particular values like this, will it satisfied for all the buses? Is my class is satisfied for all the buses? Come on.
No.
My thought is going to satisfy for each and every bus? No, right? Yes or no? Come on. So that, okay, now whenever the first bus arrived, whenever the first bus is available, okay, you can see physically how many objects, that means how many front wheels, how many back wheels. Can you pass those front wheels and back wheels dynamically to my bus at the time of bus arrival, at the time of bus object is available? Yes or no? Come on. Now tell me, when my bus object is available, whenever you create an object for the bus class, whenever you create an object, then only can you set your front wheels and back wheels. Whenever you, okay, your second bus is available, can you set your front wheels and back wheels? Whenever my third bus is available, can you set your front wheels and back wheels? Possibility there or not there? Straight question. Come on. If I hard coded front wheels to back wheels for always, it is satisfied for one bus. But my requirement is not only one bus, there are 3 buses are there, different front wheels, different back wheels. Front wheels 2 only, okay, that's okay. But back wheels 2, 4, 6. Then that time, okay, previous approach will work or not work? Tell me. Come on, think general way. Previous approach is this one. Will it work or not work? Will not work, right? So that what I'm doing is, whenever you create an object bus 1 means create an object bus 1 means bus object bus 1 is available. Whenever it is available, can you set front wheels and back wheels? Whenever my second bus is available, whenever my third bus is available, can I set that front wheels and back wheels? Yes or no? Now if I set like this, can anyone tell me what exactly the error was? Come on, what exactly the error was? What exactly the error was?
Take two positional arguments.
Right. Whenever you create an object, internally which method is calling? Tell me, which method is calling? Constructor. Perfect. Okay. Python passed how many parameters?
1,
1. Okay, you passed how many? 2. 1 plus 2, total 3. But you not hold 3, so that you can get the error is like what? 3 was given to constructor, but 1 was holded or not? Yes or no? So that can I hold my front wheels and my back wheels also? Yes or no? Come on. Agreed or not? Done. Tell me. All are okay? Okay. Now the next step is what? Now the next step is what? Bus 1 total back wheels. Bus 1 total back wheels. Bus 1 total back wheels. I want. Bus 2 total back wheels I want. Bus 3 total back wheels I want. Tell me how we can. Bus 1 total back wheels, bus 2 total back wheels, and bus 3 total back wheels I want. Come on, how we can. Tell me. So here is my front wheels and back wheels, right? I want to hear those. How we can get it? That is the question. How we can get it? That is the question. Okay. So we can see that one in next class. Okay, now. So the next class tomorrow and after tomorrow no session. Okay, the next class is on Monday. Okay, tomorrow I'm going to upload all the videos. I will inform you. Okay, just you can go through that videos. Okay, now. So very important practice. Okay.
Where you will upload the videos?
Tomorrow I will upload.
Like in VTS website or where?
In YouTube 20 videos you can see. Okay, remaining videos. Okay, you can go to this VTS school. Okay, once you log in, go to the user. Okay, here you can see the video links. Okay, Zoom video links. You can take it to those links. Okay, now.
Okay.
In the users
Thank
tab.
you.
Okay, first 20 videos in the YouTube, remaining all classes you can see in the users tab.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, then thank you guys. Thanks for joining.